not even sure if I'm going to publish this, but I just felt like recording this video. Thank you. This is the third time I'm recording this video. I didn't plan to do it. I didn't plan to share any of that because it's quite personal, but I feel like I need to share with you why I'm passionate about creativity for well-being and using creative tools to enhance your well-being. And I'm just approaching 100 subscribers on my brand new YouTube channel, and I'm very grateful for every single one of you. So thank you so much for being here. But I wanted to share with you, to get it out there, why is it so important to me to share those tools and resources. So going back to my own experience, I come from an artistic family. There's many artists and craft makers for generations, and in a way I was forced to go to art school when I was 12, and thankfully I started to love it and enjoy it in the process, but I never saw myself as a full-time artist. I loved psychology, philosophy. I always loved learning new things, so just being an artist full-time didn't seem so appealing. And I also struggled with the idea or with the myth of starving artists, so it definitely didn't feel appealing to me, even though I had a great base and skills to be a full-time artist. But it was definitely a journey, but I did recognize early on that art was always my therapy. So I did recognize the feeling of being more calm and grounded and peaceful when I was creating. So that was the thing that I loved the most about my creative process and my creative journey. It wasn't the outcome, it was actually the process of creating. And back then, when I was 12 or 13 or 14 or even 18, I didn't know the vocabulary. I didn't know that it is a mindful process. I learned that many years later. And so going back to that time, I finished my art school when I was 18, and at the time I was struggling with depression. I left my family home because it felt like prison, and I started the whole new chapter, starting to meditate, starting to look after myself. And I was painting a lot back then, and those paintings were ugly, they were angry, they were really loaded with emotions, and I was just throwing them away or burning them. They weren't meant to be pretty, or they weren't meant to be a piece of art that I would exhibit or show to anybody. But once again, they really helped me to deal with my emotions. And a few years ago, in 2017, I was going through a difficult time. I had a corporate job. Later on I started my business, but it wasn't my passion back then, but I was going through a personal difficulties. And once again, I went back to painting, and I recognized then that it's been always my therapy. And this is so great because I actually have something that I can rely on every time I'm going through a difficult thing. I can go back to my practice, my painting or whatever it is, and it just helps me stay grounded, and it allows my mind to wander and come up with a plan or solution to my problems. I'm not overloaded with information or social media or anything that's going on or coming through our devices, but I'm actually allowing myself just to be present in the moment and process whatever's going on in my head and in my heart, and just come up with some sort of solutions. So throughout that time, 2017 and 18, I started a whole new chapter of my life. Back then I became a single mother with 2 babies basically, and a new career path. Everything shifted for me, and I developed a Creative Mandala method, which is my signature workshop that I've been developing, that I've been delivering to groups and organizations for the last 2-3 years, and now I'm just developing online version of this course. I'm going to talk about it some other day, but the point is that I'm passionate about using visual arts or crafts, or even gardening or cooking, whatever is creative outlet for you to actually deal with stress and anxiety and emotion. I think it's a natural act for so many people, but somehow we've forgotten about this. And when we were back in school doing arts and crafts, it was all judged by a teacher and judged by everybody else. Is it pretty? Are we talented or not? And I do believe that it stopped so many of us from creating just for the feeling and the state of mindfulness and that calmness and being grounded, you know, and being in the moment. Not everybody needs to create to master their skills and to become professional artists, or it's not all about that. I think there's a great benefit in creating just for the sake of creating, just for the purpose of being present and being in the moment and dealing with stress and anxiety and challenges, whatever we're going through. So here we are, and I decided to leave my comfort zone 2 or 3 weeks ago and launch my YouTube channel. So thank you so much. We're approaching 100 subscribers. I thought it would be good to share with you what is my why, and why do I feel it is my purpose and a mission. And I've been doing it in real life. Now it's time to expand into YouTube and online. And if I'm going to spark something in one person or 2 or 3, it's a massive success to me, because I do remember being in a dark place, and it's not a nice place to be, and sometimes we just don't have tools to get out of that place. So however you're going to find this channel, randomly or through recommendation, give it a try. And it's not about creating a beautiful pieces, it's really about how you feel when you're creating, and just use those tools as a way to connect with yourself, and as a self-discovery journey. I hope it makes sense. And if you got anything out of this video, hit the like button. It'll help me get discovered, and consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching.